Good evening, everyone. Pastor Lon here, my beautiful wife, Robbie Lynn. Good to see y'all tonight. I want to welcome y'all to our next episode of Come Sit a Spell. Join us here on the front porch at Harmony Acres Homestead in South Carolina. I didn't look to see what the temp was. Did you? It's a little, it really is not that humid out here tonight. But anyway, we just wanted to have y'all come sit on the porch for a little bit with us. We got one thing I do want to say, we got picked up a good many new subscribers here lately, and for that we're very grateful. If you're new to the channel, we are so glad to have you, and I hope we can continue to be a blessing to you.
We would offer you some coffee, but we already had ours.
Yeah, we already had ours, had supper, and just wanted to sit a spell with y'all before we turn in for the night. But got a topic we want to talk about, and it's really could be applied not just at homesteading or farming or whatever, but in any aspect of a person's life. But before we move into that, I want to tell them a little bit about your mom. I know a lot of them have been praying and asking about her.
The plan is she'll be leaving the rehab facilities tomorrow. Anytime after 11 tomorrow, she'll be allowed to go home tomorrow.
Yeah.
She'll be coming home or going home.
Yeah. So she's doing much better. We thank you again for your prayers.
May 20th, she was in the hospital. That's when she was in there a couple days before that. So it's been a month and a half almost.
Yeah.
Something like that. I know she was in the hospital on Bradley's birthday because we took him out there.
Yeah. So anyway, thank the Lord she's doing better and she's coming home tomorrow. So thank you again for your prayers. So let's go ahead and get into our topic. I won't try to keep you too long tonight. And always remember, this is Come Sit a Spell. We'd like for you to, of course, this Come Sit a Spell. Just make sure you own every time we start a Come Sit a Spell. But anyway, with that being said, y'all leave your comments below, any questions. I think what I'm going to do in the near future is do a, I don't know if I need to just post it on our community page or whatever, but have like a question and answer. Yeah, where y'all.
We'd let them know ahead of time so they can send the questions.
Right, we let you know ahead of time. You can send the question.
Nothing hard. I don't like to.
Whether it be on a short video when we can take the questions off of the comments of there, or we could put it on the community page. You leave it on there. We'll figure out. We'll let you know how we're gonna do that. But we get a lot of questions here and there. But maybe some of you got some questions you want us to answer, and we'll answer what we can. Right. So our topic tonight is the power of a kind word. The power of a kind word. And one thing made us think about that is you see so much negativity and hatred, and it talks about that it'd be like that in the last days, perilous times are here. But people tend to dwell on that too much, whether it be in the homestead community or farming community. When I was coming up, I was in the FFA for a little while, and you wanted to encourage people to become farmers or gardeners or homesteaders or whatever. But it's almost like we're in a time today where people, and whether it's that field or whether it's just anything in life in general, we never need to discourage somebody from going after their dreams. Or if you're just getting started in something, we got to remember, everybody needs to remember, everybody that's doing anything today, everybody started somewhere. Everybody started out with no experience. Everybody started out at the bottom, so to speak, and maybe worked their way up, whether it's a job, whether it's the knowledge you have about electrical work, carpentry work, planting a garden, mechanic work, whatever. You can just name whatever you wanted to name. So I think that we always complain about our young people and other people that won't get involved in stuff, but sometimes maybe too much negativity would run them away from wanting to do something like that, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
So in any aspect of a person's life, a kind word goes a long way. And the Bible teaches us to do unto others, we'd have them do unto us. So we need to be trying to do that as much as we can. Encouragement, like I said, it goes a very long way. You never know. We never know what somebody's dealing with in life. You don't ever know what kind of doctor's report they just got. You don't ever know what kind of, what's going on in their life. Maybe in a depressed state, maybe feeling lonely, may have lost somebody to death, or maybe got somebody with a terminal illness. I mean, you could just name many things that people seem like they don't have any compassion one for another anymore like they used to. But I always say, be the change you want to see in this world.
And you can't look at a person on the outside and tell what they're going through on the inside.
Nope.
Because they can, you hide it. You can hide it. I've done it.
Everybody does it. Everybody can do it.
Yeah. Put on a happy face.
It's like a lot of people that, whether it's farming or gardening or just anything in life, just because somebody's not as far along as you are, even if they started at the same time, don't look down on them. Try to encourage them. We talk about prepping a lot on here, but and they'll tell you have people say, well, if you hadn't started prepping today, it's over. It's over for you, big boy.
It's never too late.
It's never too late. If you got breath in your body, you got time to start right now. And that's what our channel is all about: is encouragement, sharing the gospel, but encouraging people. Because our YouTube channel is like family. I mean, really, I try to. If you notice on the comments, I answer every comment I can. Some of them sooner than others. I try to answer emails. Matter of fact, golly, name leaves my mind right now. Imagine that. But one of you sent me an email not long ago, and I actually responded back to it and didn't think I had, and responded back, and they said no. I apologize for not responding. And they said no. We don't want to owe you an apology because you responded back and we didn't respond back. And I apologize. I get so many emails and phone calls and text messages and comments that I can't remember all of them right off the top of my head, but you know who you are. So we got that straight, and they asked for prayer for different things going on in their life. So I'm just saying, even when I do devotions, I'll get feedback and comments like, I needed this today, or you don't know what that meant to me, or they like to see you and I, together in one mind and one accord. I think that's one thing that draws a lot of people to our channel is the unity that we have with God, but also with one another. And we're just plain old-fashioned people, simple-minded people that love the Lord and try to keep it simple as we can. Wouldn't you agree?
Trucking along.
Yeah.
And this thing called life. While we're here, we're just doing the best we can.
Yeah.
What strangers in a
foreign land.
Something like that.
We're just pilgrims passing through. Yeah. And something else I noticed, you hear a lot of people, you see it whether it's on YouTube or Facebook, Instagram, or just in life in general. Everybody's not going to do what they do the same way as somebody else does.
There's always more than one way.
Right.
And what works for us down here might not work for people in where? Name one. Some of our viewers, where they live.
Colorado,
yeah.
or Arkansas or California.
Tennessee.
Yeah, we got a lot of several new subscribers on here from California. I mean, all the way out on the West Coast.
And how we plant here, they're not going to.
Well, they live in different zones, yeah. Grow zones and stuff. So.
And like a lot of people say, the weed fabric or whatever don't work for them, but so far it's worked for us for 2 seasons, so 2 years, and it's doing good this year. But I mean,
just like it
might not always work for us. We might decide later on that it don't work for us, but as long as we can grow food, it don't matter. We try it any way we can.
That's my point. We done the digging taters video, and some people say they do it this way, others do it the other way. But as long as at the end of the day you got taters in your basket, that's all that matters. Yep. Amen. Mm-hmm. That's all that matters. Just like
in your belly.
And in your belly, like I ate them for lunch today. Yep. Squash out of our own garden. Me talking about, I shared a couple of pictures on Instagram of what my beautiful wife cooked up for us last night. Peas out of our own garden. Even though they were from last year, they were in the freezer, but they came out of our own garden. Squash came out of our own garden this year. And the taters that we had dug, she cooked up some of those.
And the onions.
And the onions. And then you made the blackberry jam from our blackberries. She made the strawberry jam from the strawberries that we got from Billy, Michelle, and William and those guys at Permanent Pastures Farm. Made the strawberry jam out of that. How about the biscuits?
I made them, but
I'm just saying, but well, that's what I mean. You made them here. Everything was either grown here or made
I
here.
didn't grow the wheat and stuff.
Yeah, but you made the biscuits.
Yeah.
And then the kombucha that we had to drink with it. She made that here. So that's what I'm saying, you know, and it's just like eating food. I hear a lot of people say, well, they love leftovers. Other people say, I'm not eating any leftovers. I love leftovers. I mean, certain things you eat that's leftovers are better than others.
Spaghetti, collards.
Collards are good. Peas, those
vegetable
peas.
soup.
You know, like eating peas 2 or 3 times in a row and sopping the juice with that biscuit. Man, that'll make your tongue lick your brains out. Yeah, cause that right there to grow too. But no, I'm just saying that, you know, a lot of people. That's why I said in that video the other day. Several people commented on that. You know, that's the truth. That there's more than, as we were growing up. What they always say.
One way to skin a cat.
More than one way to skin a cat. And there's like some people pluck the chicken when they
don't skin cats.
No, we don't skin cats. Don't get that mixed up. But some people pluck the chicken. Some people skin the chicken.
Yep.
You know, some people.
And we've done either way, so we don't know which one we like the best.
No,
but we are fixing to. We got a homestead down in here in Hartsville, Bells. Is it Homestead?
I can never remember the name
anyway,
of it.
They're not on YouTube, but they're on Facebook and Instagram, and we're going to buy some chickens that they process. We're gonna get some of their chickens and try them.
And may end up getting them to kind of help us out a little bit or show us.
We bartered with them to use their chicken plucker, so we're gonna see if we like it better, how we like it better with skin on, without having to pluck them, or skinning them.
With that being said, y'all leave comments below. Do y'all skin your chicken when you harvest them, or do you pluck them, or you have a plucker? How do you do it? Just let us know.
We've been told that it's a whole lot quicker to skin them.
But we also been told that that's where a lot of the flavor's at, in the skin. So
I guess it depends.
That's a preference, I guess, to whatever you want to do. Goes back to whatever works best for you, whether it's the climate you live in, whether it's what your taste may be different than somebody else's. It all depends on what you want. And that's the whole message in this little come sit a spell tonight, is the power of a kind word, and the power of encouragement goes a very long way. You know, some people think just because they don't do it exactly like I do it, then it's wrong. Or I don't do it exactly like they do it, it's wrong. There's more than one way to get to Myrtle Beach if you leave and go to the beach. There's more than one way to get to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. There's different roads you can take, but as long as you end up in the same destination, that's all that matters. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about tonight, because I see a lot of people, I believe a lot of people get discouraged because they don't have the tractors that somebody else has. They don't have the knowledge that somebody else has. They don't have the ability that somebody else has. Matter of fact,
Or if they don't have a tractor at all.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a little, what is it? I don't know what it is.
It is a $200 tractor.
It's a small, it ain't nothing strong or nothing, but
it does what?
It has done, it's helped us move hay.
It moves hay with a little
plus
spear.
We got that little scooper on the back. We don't have a front end loader or anything like that.
We've hauled chips with it for our garden. We've hauled rocks for it for our driveway. It takes
longer and more trips, but
it gets the job done.
It's better than a wheelbarrow.
So my point is,
and if you don't have a tractor, you got a wheelbarrow, you can still do it.
Right. So I guess that's our point tonight. I just wanted to try to encourage somebody, because if somebody, I can't remember who you are, you know who you are. I just commented back to your comment today, where you're talking about you wish you'd have listened to your grandparents or parents more when you were little, and you didn't. You didn't learn as much about gardening as you wish you had. Hey, we all wish we'd have listened more when we were growing up. Even though we learned a good bit from our grandparents doing work in the garden, but you know who you are, and I apologize for not remembering your name, because I had so many comments I went through today. But you keep plugging away at it. Don't listen to these people, these naysayers that tell you, oh, if you don't know what you're doing now, you might as well quit. Everybody that knows what they're doing today were inexperienced it the first time they done it, and you learn by experience.
You learn by too old to you learn.
And you learn from doing it wrong. I mean, ain't nobody alive that's ever done everything right.
Got to burn the biscuits, burn to learn.
Yeah.
Right.
So
burn them to learn.
I guess that's our message tonight in a nutshell. The kind words to encourage somebody. You see them, just because they don't do it the same way you do it, don't mean they're not going to get the same result.
That's just like when I was baking Jordan's wedding cake. I don't know how many cakes I made before that to tweak it to the right flavor and, you know, the right texture and stuff like that. I mean, I had a lot of cakes before that weren't, well, we ate them, they were good, but it just wasn't the exact flavor that I was looking for. So
yeah, but it turned out very well.
But all the other ones were good.
But I encourage you, don't try to make cakes like somebody else down the road. Make cakes like Robbie Lynn makes. That's what you need. That's what you're doing. Because you take
a little bit of this person's idea and a little bit of this person's idea, and you make your own twist to it.
It's the same way with anything on the homestead.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking whether you're baking a cake or whether you're building a homestead. So my thing is, I would rather encourage you. I mean, if you don't have but an acre of land, you don't have to have 25 acres to have a homestead and grow your own food and raise animals. And I want to encourage people, because that's what I'm all about, community, trying to get more people involved. So don't listen to the naysayers that say if you just now getting started, you might as well quit. That's not so. That's not so. Work while you got time.
If you don't have space for cows and chickens and goats like that, rabbits are easy.
Yep.
Most people have room for rabbits though, and they don't make noises like
and
chickens.
they're low maintenance too.
Yeah. Yep. And they feed your garden the poop.
Yep. And a good source of
rabbits
food.
Rabbits a good investment.
Yeah, very good investment. And I tell people all the time, and there's a few of you that maybe sent emails, and I haven't responded to all of them yet, but I am going to. We're just so busy. That's what. And another thing I like to say, talking about kind words, I had several of our viewers, our subscribers, this week, just text me, wanted to make sure we were okay, because I hadn't texted them back in a little while, or we hadn't put a video out until we done that tater video. And not that they expect us to do one a day, because they want us to take our time and have time for ourselves, and we have to do that just like you do. But at the same time, YouTube's not our full-time job. I mean, I got a full-time job, and then I pastor the church, and then we got this homestead, and we got the kids. Yeah, so it's not our full-time job, but we try to do what we can when we can. And
we do have several on the back burner that we hadn't got out yet.
We do. Hope we get those out, and like I said, hope I'll be able to get some more devotions out, because that goes a long way, along with all of our other videos. So y'all let us know what you think about what our topic was tonight, about a kind word goes a long way, or encouraging people goes a long ways.
Or maybe an example of how something that's helped you out by somebody.
Something somebody said, something somebody done that helped you. Hey, and that's one thing about I see a lot of YouTubers, and if we'd have dug those taters and didn't get any taters, we'd have showed that we didn't get any taters, because you got to show it ain't all glamour all the time. You got to show the good and the bad, or the positive and the negative. Yeah. So if you got anything to where anybody's touched your life at just the right time and encouraged you, or that's what I meant a while ago, we don't ever know what anybody's dealing with. So your words could do one of two things. It could either help them get over the hump and encourage them, or it could knock them further down
cause them to give up.
Yeah, knock them further down than they already are. There's power in your words.
Yeah.
Let's encourage one another. Let's pray for one another. Again, like I asked you, if you would, leave some comments below on what you feel about this. Maybe how you've touched somebody, how you've been touched by somebody. I just wanted to try to talk a little bit tonight on this line, because there's so much darkness and negativity, and people beating people down about not knowing how to do this, that, or the other, or just because they don't have as much stocked up or prepped up as somebody else. That don't mean anything. You do what you feel like you can do, what you need to do, because everybody's needs are different, and everybody's desires are different. So you just do what you feel like.
As long as you're doing your best, that's all.
Yeah, can't go wrong if you're doing your best. Can't fault a man or woman for doing their best, that's for sure. So anyway, until next time, remember, Jesus Christ loves you, and Jesus Christ is the answer for any and everything we're dealing with in life. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye.